My name is Nina Raymond. I'm a Florida botanist, and I've been studying the plants in Florida for 30 years. And been in just about every plant community in Florida. Right now I live in Sarasota County, and I'm getting to know Crowley Nature Center, all the plant communities out here, and making a list of the plants that grow here and learning from the local people what they use the plants for back in the good old days. Also, I'll be doing a project where I'll be identifying the medicinal and edible uses of the plants at Crowley and tips on how to detect one plant from another that look alike to help students that come out here learn about what use these plants could have and how people did used to use them in the past. Because most of my training and experience has been in identifying plants, and I've kind of reached my peak, I've become a little bored, so Crowley right now is a good place for me to be to learn along with the students and also learn about wildlife. The first thing we notice, anybody can easily see, is the change in the elevation. We're coming from the upland, and the elevation drops down into the wetland, and so does the water flow. Here you can see we've had recent rains pouring down in the sand, and you can see the pathways it's making where the leaves are pushed aside and the stream of water pulls through, leaving deposits of dark soil on the edges and the clear white sand underneath. And also the water washes away the soil from the roots. You can see the roots of these trees exposed, and the stronger the force of the water, the more exposed roots you would have around a tree. Now in the background you see plants of an upland. You see live oaks and other oaks, and beyond that pine trees. But as we move down into the wetland, we get an increase in cabbage palms and other swamp plants that simply don't occur in the upland. We're in the maple swamp at Crowley now. There's other trees besides maple here. You've got the cabbage palm, and then recently Crowley's done some restoration work, and they planted some Florida elms here in the swamp and increased the species diversity of native wetland species. When you're able to maintain your native habitat with native species, it helps to keep out invasive exotics from taking over. And looking down here at the soil, you can see it's dark and mucky. That's because it's flooded good enough times, enough days in the year, that it allows the wetland plants to grow, but the upland plants don't grow here well. Now what makes a wetland tree a wetland tree? Well, it simply cannot tolerate fire. So staying in the wetlands, it doesn't get exposed to fire usually, and it can survive. You can grow a wetland tree in an upland and it will survive, but if a fire comes along, it probably won't make it. We are at the fork of the road. We can take the right side and go deeper into the swamp and see plants like royal fern and more maple trees, a lot more muck. Or we can go this pathway which leads to the Tatum sawgrass marsh, where you'll see the kind of grass that grows in the Everglades that people get cut up on. It's called sawgrass, very tall, and it's found in areas where there's flows of water versus the stagnant swamp, which is more this direction. So get your boots on. Either way, you'll need them.